When was the last time you looked at something and couldn't explain the uneasy feeling that came over you? You knew something wasn't right, but couldn't pinpoint why. It could have been a face, a voice, or maybe even a painting. Have you ever experienced this unnerving feeling when looking at Labubu figures? These bizarre creatures have become a worldwide sensation, appearing in homes, on shelves, and even gracing the pages of fashion magazines. With their mesmerizing eyes and eerie smiles, they seem to captivate us all. Yet beneath their seemingly cute exterior lies a disturbing secret. In this video, we'll uncover the hidden truth behind Labubu figures and explore the unsettling psychological reasons for their growing popularity. Get ready to delve into the eerie realm of the Uncanny Valley. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell. Let's embark on this chilling journey together. What are Labubu figures? Where did they come from? Before we delve into the eerie aspects of Labubu figures, let's first understand what makes them so unique. Labubu is a series of designer toys created by the Japanese artist Hajime Sorayama. Inspired by classic horror elements and anime aesthetics, Sorayama's creations are a bizarre fusion of cuteness and creepiness. Each figure has distinctive features, such as disproportionately large eyes, exposed teeth, and distorted facial expressions. Since their introduction in 2019, Labubu figures have gained a massive following among collectors and enthusiasts alike. Why are they so popular? What draws us to these oddly unsettling creatures? To answer this question, we must explore the fascinating psychology behind our fascination with the Uncanny Valley. The allure of the adorably creepy. As we discussed earlier, the appeal of Labubu figures lies in their ability to trigger an uncanny response in us. But what exactly is the Uncanny Valley? This term was coined in the 1970s by the roboticist Masahiro Mori. He observed a peculiar phenomenon when people interacted with humanoids, robots, or computer-generated characters that were designed to resemble humans. Initially, as these entities became more lifelike, people felt an increasing sense of affinity towards them. However, when the artificial beings became almost but not quite human, this affinity suddenly dipped, giving way to a feeling of revulsion or eeriness. This dip in affinity creates what Mori termed the Uncanny Valley. Think back to those early CGI movies where computer-generated characters were used to depict humans. Often these characters exhibited subtle deviations from real human behavior and appearance. These minor imperfections triggered the Uncanny Valley response in audiences, making some of these characters appear creepy or unsettling. Similarly, when we gaze upon Labubu figures, their features may appear endearing but also slightly off, triggering that same uncanny response. Their disproportionate eyes, sharp teeth, and exaggerated expressions create a sense of familiarity, yet there's something not quite right about them. It's this subtle disruption of our expectations that captures our attention and makes us feel both intrigued and uneasy. But why do we keep buying them? Despite the subtle unease they evoke, Labubu figures continue to sell out, becoming highly sought-after collectibles. One possible explanation lies in our fascination with the unknown and our innate curiosity about what lies beyond our understanding. There is a certain allure in exploring the darker aspects of our psyche and confronting the things that scare us, be it through horror movies, haunted houses, or in this case, eerily designed toys. By engaging with these scary or unsettling things in a safe environment, we get a glimpse into the darker corners of our minds, satisfying our innate desire to understand what scares us. Furthermore, Labubu figures can be seen as a form of escapism. They offer us a temporary retreat into a world where the ordinary rules of reality are suspended and anything is possible. By bringing these strange creatures into our homes, we can momentarily escape from the mundane and immerse ourselves in a world of fantasy and mystery. The Uncanny Valley phenomena highlights the complex interplay between our biological instincts and our cognitive abilities. Our brains are constantly analyzing and categorizing the world around us, And when we encounter something that doesn't fit neatly into our existing categories, it captures our attention. In the case of Labubu figures, their blend of familiarity and strangeness creates a cognitive dissonance that intrigues us. We know they're not quite right, but we can't quite put our finger on what's off. This cognitive puzzle stimulates our curiosity and compels us to investigate further, ultimately leading to our fascination with these eerie creations. In essence, the uncanny valley taps into our inherent desire to understand the unknown and explore the darker aspects of our existence. It's this very fascination that drives us to confront what scares us, be it through horror movies, haunted houses, or the unsettling charm of Labubu figures. So why are these figures particularly effective at triggering the uncanny valley response? What makes them so creepy? Let's take a closer look at Labubu's uncanny craftsmanship. Labubu's uncanny craftsmanship. When we examine the design of Labubu figures, several key elements contribute to their unnerving aesthetic. Firstly, their eyes are often disproportionately large, staring directly at the viewer with an intense gaze that seems to penetrate our very souls. The size and intensity of their eyes evoke a sense of wonder, but also a feeling of being watched or judged. Secondly, Labubu figures frequently feature sharp, pointed teeth that protrude from their mouths, creating a startling contrast between their cute appearance and their underlying menace. These teeth serve as a reminder of the predatory nature that lurks beneath the surface of these seemingly innocent creatures. Thirdly, their facial expressions are often exaggerated and distorted, with wide grins that stretch ear to ear, contorted grimaces or vacant stares that challenge our perception of normality. These exaggerated expressions amplify the uncanny effect, blurring the line between cuteness and creepiness. Finally, the overall proportions of Labubu figures contribute to their unsettling nature. Many of these toys have childlike features such as short, stubby limbs, small noses, and disproportionately large heads. This regression to a more infantile state creates a sense of vulnerability, yet at the same time it hints at a more sinister undercurrent, leaving us unsure of what to make of these enigmatic creatures. By combining these design elements, Hajime Sorayama creates a unique aesthetic that is both alluring and unsettling. Labubu figures become more than just toys. They transform into eerie companions that occupy the murky depths of our minds. Now let's go a little deeper into the psychology behind why these features are so effective at triggering the uncanny valley response. Our brains are naturally programmed to recognize and categorize the world around us. We quickly glance at faces to determine whether someone is smiling at us or frowning, narrowing our eyes in disapproval. We trust and gravitate towards familiar faces and instinctively recoil from unfamiliar ones. Throughout our lives, we build a mental database of faces, and any deviation from what we've stored away as normal can trigger alarm bells in our brain, setting off a cascade of emotions ranging from confusion to fear. For instance, imagine walking down a crowded street and noticing a person with unnaturally large eyes staring back at you. Your brain processes this visual information, comparing it to the countless faces you've stored in your mental database. The person's large eyes don't match any of the faces you've categorized as normal, creating a sense of confusion and triggering your brain's alarm system. This activation leads to feelings of unease, fear, or revulsion, much like the reaction we experience when confronted with Labubu figures. Their exaggerated features and unconventional design don't align with our typical expectations of what's normal, triggering a similar uncanny valley response. It's as if our brains are hardwired to detect deviations from the norm, prompting us to investigate further and ultimately leading to our fascination with these enigmatic creatures. As we've explored, Labubu figures possess a unique blend of familiarity and strangeness that triggers an uncanny response in us. Their creepy allure lies in their uncanny craftsmanship, featuring oversized eyes, sharp teeth, exaggerated expressions, and childlike proportions. Now let's discuss another aspect that contributes to their popularity. Beyond the valley, Labubu's lasting impact. The popularity of Labubu figures goes beyond the uncanny valley phenomenon. These figures have managed to break the mold of traditional collectible toys, challenging our notions of what's considered cute or appealing. Artist Hajime Sorayama intended to create something that would push the boundaries of our perception, blurring the lines between beauty and horror. His figures serve as a reminder that cuteness isn't always as it seems, and that there is a fine line between charm and creepiness. The lasting impact of Labubu lies in their ability to challenge our artistic expectations. They force us to confront our preconceived notions of what is considered attractive, and confront the darker aspects of our aesthetic sensibilities. By doing so, these figures open up new possibilities for artistic expression and challenge the boundaries of what can be deemed as collectible or desirable. In conclusion, the uncanny valley phenomenon plays a significant role in the enduring popularity of Labubu figures. Their ability to trigger our innate fears and fascinations with what is unknown and unsettling has captivated collectors and enthusiasts alike. By understanding the psychology behind the uncanny valley, we can appreciate the genius craftsmanship of Labubu's design and the lasting impact it has had on the world of designer toys. So the next time you come across a Labubu figure, take a moment to appreciate the intricate details that make it both alluring and unsettling, and embrace the eerie delight it brings to the world of collectible toys. Thank you for joining us on this chilling journey into the world of Labubu figures. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with fellow horror enthusiasts. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more terrifying tales. Until next time, stay safe and keep an eye out for the uncanny valley lurking in the shadows.